NFL sure did not want a repeat of that.
Yeah, no doubt about it, Brian. That game, a huge motivating factor for both sides to get this deal done ASAP. Across TV and social media, those replacement refs have been enemy number one ever since that game. And now that the deal's done, many fans are wondering what took so long. Football fans, players, and coaches all breathing a sigh of relief now that a game-ending call like this one is something they'll hopefully never see again. The NFL scored an option to hire a stable of officials it can use to replace bad refs. Now, this deal is not actually official yet. The referees union is still going to vote on the 8-year deal this weekend, but after Monday, the NFL did want those replacements back out there, so they lifted the lockout, got the real refs back on the field. They got a standing ovation. Yeah. The president called it a great day for America. Yeah, we love our football. The real NFL officials are back, and when do you ever see this? Yeah, the crew getting a hero's welcome in Baltimore tonight for the Browns-Ravens game. So this one couldn't possibly end like the Monday night debacle in Seattle, right? Well, Browns down a touchdown, last play of the game. Hail Mary to the corner. Does this sound familiar? Luckily, this one's knocked down, so no controversy. Or is there? A personal foul gives Cleveland another shot, but Browns rookie QB Brandon Weeden airmails it, so no harm done. Ravens win at 23-16, but the chaos continues at Seahawks CenturyLink Stadium, where Washington pulled a shocker tonight, upsetting number 8 Stanford 17-13. The NFL Players Association is telling the 24 or so Saints players involved in the bounty scandal that they may face criminal charges. Outside counsel will represent them when they're interviewed by the NFL. Meanwhile, Coach Sean Payton and GM Mickey Loomis will meet the commissioner to appeal their respective suspensions on Tuesday. Well, I'm Nate Bynum with your sports report. Back in week 4, the Seahawks were 2-2, coming off a loss to the Rams, and I heard plenty of calls for Matt Flynn. You know who you were, Seahawks fans. Well, now Seattle's the hottest team in the league, and forget about Andy Luck and Bob Griffin. Russell Wilson may be the front runner for Rookie of the Year. Wilson just surgical today in Toronto versus the Bills, 14 of 22 for 205 yards and a touchdown. But he did his most damage on the ground, where he gained another 92 yards and 3 touchdowns. Marshawn Lynch added another 113 on the ground with a touch of his own. The Seahawks hung 58 on the Cardinals at home last week. How about another 50 today on the road? Seattle becomes just the 3rd team in NFL history to score 50 in back-to-back weeks. Now, Pete Carroll did run a fake punt up 30 in the 4th quarter, but hey, if you don't like it, stop it. Seahawks roll 50-17. And how about this? If the Niners lose to the Patriots tonight, Seattle can take the division lead versus the Niners at the CenturyLink next week. And speaking of tight playoff races, the Redskins beat the Browns without RG3 today. The rookie Kirk Cousins steps in, and all he does is throw for 329 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Plus, the Giants lose and the Cowboys win today, so it's a 3-way tie atop the NFC East. And of course, the hunt for 2,000. AD 2K at it again today. We may be watching the best season a running back has ever had in the NFL, and he's doing it on a knee that was shredded just a year ago. Adrian Peterson, 212 yards today. He's over 1,800 on the season and just 294 short of Eric Dickerson's all-time mark with 2 games to go. Plus, the Vikes are 8-6 and still in the wild card chase. That guy's unbelievable. Okay, Seahawks quarterback Russell Wilson has been under the microscope this week, taking heat from the 12th man after a sloppy game in St. Louis. But Pete Carroll sticks by his rook, and he plays better today as the Seahawks move to 3-2 with a win over Cam Newton and the Panthers. Wilson goes 19 of 25 for 221 yards and a touchdown to Golden Tate. He also had 2 INTs, though, including a pick 6. But Seattle's defense was again awesome, stifling Newton and the Panthers O, who couldn't convert a 4th and goal at the Seahawks 1 to end the game. Seattle wins 16-12, a much tougher test next Sunday when New England comes to town.